Hey guys, it's me Gabriel, and I'm here to make a quick follow-up update to my name change. And it's not in the way you think, because I still have like a few weeks to go before I'm able to call that number they provided me and ask for when I'm going to appear in court. The only difference now is that last Monday, like right after work, right after I did my video for last week, oh, was it Monday? No, Tuesday. So right after my video on Tuesday, I came home from work. My dad was there. I had the misfortune of accidentally telling somebody for a FTM trans guy survey about like where I'm gonna be well compensated, like $50. I accidentally gave him my home number and told him to say my name is Gabriel, and my parents still didn't know. And so he left a message because apparently we're starting to catch each other at times where we're not available because I call him at night, he's not there. He calls me when I'm working, and I obviously can't answer because I'm working. I'm not allowed to pick up the phone or anything. So they leave a message using my new name, and my dad at first thought it was a mistake because he asked me about that message, wondering like who's Gabriel, and I basically came clean because at some point I'm gonna have to tell them, and I didn't want the time to come at all. So I told him the whole story about it, and well, he took it as well as I thought. Well, even better actually. He wasn't screaming or anything. It was just like, why didn't you get it right the first time? We don't even know what you're calling yourself anymore. Why didn't you tell me? And all that kind of stuff. What were you planning on telling us? And when it comes to like top surgery, you're gonna tell us when that would be. Like, you gotta plan all that out. He was basically being as calm as ever, and I was a little shocked by that because he's generally not one of those people who would be that way at all. And then I realized he was basically waiting for my mom to come home because he quote unquote could not wait to tell her the good news. My dad has a habit of like tattletaling on me, so I think of him less as a father figure, more like an annoying younger sibling. Like really, that's all I saw him. That's why I have like trouble calling him anything other than his first name generally. So my mom comes home. He tells her the good news about what happened, even though my parents always had this thing like they would just like tell each other things I've said. They would never ask me if I was gonna be okay with it. Like that doesn't really matter, because when I came out to my mom as trans, and me and my dad were not talking for a while already, like how long were we not talking? Like 2 weeks then, last June, and my mom just decided to tell him because like your father has to know. She didn't even have the audacity to ask me if it was okay to tell him. Like that just doesn't happen in this family. You do just tell them. Who cares about how you feel? So he tells her about the name change, and oh my god, oh, that was a, well, I can't say screaming match because that would imply I was screaming too, because I wasn't. I just sat there trying to play my game on League of Legends. We ultimately lost because the whole thing got me all riled up, and I couldn't really concentrate on the strategy that we were having in the game. So I was just out of my mind. I also was skipping my tee shot for a couple of days, so that also might have something to do with it on how I reacted that day. I was just, crying, trying to hold back the tears, and it's I really have a hard time crying these days, but my mom honestly has no trouble to reducing the needed tears. Like I waited for them to leave the place while I was just bawling my eyes out, trying to get my mind on other things, like try to play a new game, take my dog out, basically does not look at their face. Because I remember one time when I was crying for something, I think I was like 13 then. I was literally crouching in like a fetal position on top of my bed, crying. I remember my mom was using the internet. Like the computer right here is like right outside my room. So I was crying with like door open, and I'll never forget those words. honey, I don't care if you cry. Just cry if you want to do that. Just, I don't care. And that unfortunately stuck with me, which is why I don't tell my parents anything, because it's going to be met with that kind of reaction. They're not going to care. Why should I waste my breath? So, back to the matter at hand. My mom was reacting like crazy. There's that internalized racism. It was just like, wow, I can't believe those things are coming out of her mouth, being so judgmental. And I don't even know where my open-mindedness came from, because it certainly didn't come from them. So it must have come from somewhere else. So mom was saying stuff like, and this was all in Spanish, so let me translate a couple of things that I've said. Resendez is not the good last name. Oh my god, you're gonna name yourself after a bunch of criminals. I think at that point she was like mistaking Resendez with Menendez brothers, the brothers who killed their own parents. So, and that's not my name. That's not my last name. And she also said, like, you need to go to therapy because you're mentally ill for doing this. And oh my god, since you have so much money to spend right now, it's only $65, and I spend my own money. It's not like they're putting out. You should really start buying more stuff around the house. Apparently, since you have so much money, I really don't. It's just to enjoy working there, I have to like kind of buy myself stuff. I do save. It's just I have to buy myself stuff I like, so I don't hate myself too much for the job. I guess that's what I'm saying. So it was basically that, basically saying that like I had so many opportunities open for me with my old name, Damien Copperson, and I was just floored by that statement alone. I was just floored, because that basically said not even my own parents like to be Latino in this country, because that really tells me like how white privilege is so pervasive in life that we already have people already hating themselves internally for being their race, something that we have no control over. And and I'm not gonna lie, I did have some internalized racism that I'm starting to deal with now, because I changed my last name to appear white, but then I realized I'm never going to appear white, and it's not a crime to not want to be white. There's no shame in being different, while the white folks are always trying to erase my identity, saying we're all the same. I don't care if you're black or white, we're all the same. Why can't we just celebrate differences and just be okay with that? I have no shame in being Latino. What I am ashamed of is being somewhat racially part white. Now all I want to tell people is like, I'm Native American, which is mostly true, by the way. I'm predominantly Native American, my features, my face, and everything. So that might work out. I might get away with saying that. But anyways, my mom took it really harsh. We didn't talk to each other for 2 days. We're just coming around to talking to each other as per normal, but my parents saying a sorry or apologize for the way they acted, it's not in their vocabulary. It's not. It's not in their vocabulary at all. Like, I've never heard my dad say sorry. Never in my goddamn life. My mom, I've never heard that word either. And she always complains about my dad, but well, they're really like made from the same mold. They're like two peas in a pod. They're like made for each other in that way. So I've been crying a lot for that. Like, I was crying my eyes out. I even made that Tumblr blog entry about that. I was just out of it. Yeah, sorry about that. Like, my dad just came in and I didn't want him seeing me talk in front of the camera. So anyways, my friends were raising me up, and it made me feel good that I have a support system, because the first 6 months, like, of my auntie, like, no one was supporting me. Like I said, but like, last vlog, I only had my Tumblr blog and my YouTube channel, and maybe like 2 people that I talk sporadically to. But in any case, I just wanted to like update on the name change situation. Not so much legally, but like in terms of like family, how they're taking it. And basically my mom calmed down, and well, as usual, we just swept it under the rug, and hopefully it doesn't come up again. They still call me Alex because it's still easier that way, and I'm not obligating them to use my new name because it's gonna take them a while. It's gonna be hard. They're gonna mess up like all the time. It was very hard for them to reach this point. And my mom like makes it sound like it's a favor to me to be very accepting, basically look like a good person, which that didn't sit well with me. But anyways, that's enough of the subject. This is already gonna get over 10 minutes, so I hope you guys have a Merry Christmas, and I will see you guys next Monday. Just please know that I love you, you're amazing, You are loved. You're an awesome human being. Just do whatever you do. Hopefully, like, you'll be able to get through the holidays with some support, if not like the support of your family, support of your friends, or people online. Don't underestimate the internet. We will be here for you. Even I will. Even if I'm just like all the way across somewhere else. Maybe you're like in South America, Australia, Europe, or what have you. We can still be here for each other, even if not face to face. So with that, I leave you guys alone, and hopefully you'll be able to enjoy the holidays, and hopefully get ready for the new year. I can't believe it's 2016. Yeah, yikes. Anyways, I'll see you guys next week.